Hello, hello, hello. Happy Sunday. I'm exhausted. I hope everyone's had a fabulous weekend. Let's see if that's good. Oh, busy day today. I guess I should put my glasses on. So how is everyone? I hope you had a fantastic weekend. We're going to wait for some people to get in here. Come on in, come on in. What is this? I have to figure this out. Hello, hello. How am I? Good? I'd have to stand up in order to show my shirt when the time comes, but see you, hear you fine. Excellent. Let me know if that gets a glare because I will have to shut it. So, mason jar. Now I have to figure out the funny ice cube. 2 people in here. Hi, Jay, if you're listening. See if I can get this out. Chris bought these weird ice cube thingies. Ice cube balls. Oh, look at that. Okay. Is that supposed to separate? Hopefully. I didn't break it. Now, how do you get this out? Oh, no. My ball is broken. Is that vodka? Don't ask. How do I get the top part out? Okay, that one didn't work out too well. Let's see. Lift the black lid up. I'm trying to figure out this ball. This one's not shut all the way. Now, how do you get it out the top? It's weird. It should come out the top first. What helps you to release the ball? Hello? Open the black cap and push something on it. Now you tell me. I'll explain these things in a minute for anybody that watches this back. Wow, I'm going to have to get something to push it through. Hello, Voon. And Chris, she says. I know, we're over here talking. Look, he bought these goofy things yesterday that might make ice cubes, and I'm trying to get the ball out for my glass of water. Because what a busy day I've had. Fill you all in on that shortly. Voon, look what I made. Bread and butter pickles. Not too bad with the liquid at the bottom. Put something in the hole, Chris keeps saying. All right, let me grab something I can stick in here very quickly. Hold on. I just need some water. Let's go with the knife. Let me move this down there. Okay. How are you, Voon? Did you have a fantastic weekend? Doing this with a knife. Hopefully I don't stab myself. Nice. It's weird. It's still not coming out. I'm trying. What a way to start off live. I can't get the ice cube out. It's craziness. I'm poking a knife through the hole. My weekend was pretty good and pretty busy. Whew, mine too, for real. But I'll get into that. Is Garden State Gardener on? Because we'll have to wait for some people to get in. Oh, did it fall down yet? No. Okay, this ball doesn't want to come out. That's not going to work. Some small that goes in this small rubber hole. I'm using the tips of the knife. Then I had a coffee. Jimmy got it. I got it. Voila, I got it. Sorry, folks. I really needed some water. And Chris bought these funky things. So, a little bit of work to get it out. But this girl over here needs some water. Jimmy went to Wawa, picked up a coffee. And there was a blonde behind the counter who's been away on vacation. And he was like, oh, you're back. She said, yeah, I went on vacation. So I said to Jimmy, stop talking to the girl behind the counter because I think she jacked that coffee up. I started crawling out of my skin. Your strawberry preserves look delicious. Girl, what did you think? A little bit on the thinner side, but you know how preserves go. I actually have the preserves over here. We'll save this, okay? I wanted it a little bit thinner. I mean, I stirred and stirred and stirred and stirred and stirred. I spent all day. Your hubby said 10 cups. I think I took it to 9. But I wanted this to be where you could pour it over ice cream or, you know, smear it on some bread. So I don't think the consistency's off too much from preserves. What do you think? But thank you for that. Big ice cube, says Chris. Yeah, you're not kidding. Okay, so boom. What is this? You ready? It says that it's made in Turkey. Cosmic Cultivators. Hello, hello, hello. Let me lean up. I was just going to ask Boone what this was for. Love you guys. I grabbed this yesterday thinking that maybe it was a compost bucket. And I don't think so because it has the holes in the bottom. So I'm not sure if this is just to hold your potatoes in. But isn't it cute for when I go and get the kitchen done to be like farmhouse roosters? See the holes? I'm assuming that is just maybe to keep potatoes in. Not sure. If you know, let me know. But I liked it. Hello, Rattle Trap Fishing. How are you? Tina Ladybug. Hello. Happy Sunday. Fun day. Oh, that is super cool. Yeah, but I thought it was a compost, and it's not. It has the holes at the bottom. So maybe I can stir potatoes in this. I'm not really sure. I got it at TJ Maxx yesterday. And, yeah. So, I think so. And the air holes to keep them dry. Yep, I know it. You're just a genius. You imagine picking something out like you know what it is? I'm like, I get home and I'm like, wait a second. It's got ventilation. This cannot be a compost. You like to keep in your kitchen like a compost pot, bucket, whatever. So still super cute. Tina Ladybug saying hello, Voon. We love you, sis. Bake a leg. Oh, Rattle Trap Fishing. I love you too. Big time, big time. Voon says just guessing. Laugh out loud. I'm sure it's a good guess. That's very neat. Thank you, Tina Ladybug. So yeah, can we keep it real here? I'm exhausted. And then my roommate went and got coffee from Wawa, and I think he was a little too friendly with the blonde behind the counter, and I think she did more than a double shot in there, and that coffee, and it started bugging me out. Cooking anniversary and father's birthday dinner. Haddock, scallops, shrimp, clams, fresh corn, the garden, and filet mignon from a good friend. That is amazing. Sounds delicious. I didn't get to eat dinner. I did chicken cutlets. Didn't even have time to peel an eggplant. I'm like, you're getting a slab of chicken cutlets. Jimmy got to eat. I put mine, covered it to rest, and I guess I'll have to eat dinner after live because I was that busy. But that sounds amazing. Cosmic Cultivators. It's everything up my alley that I love. I love. And then I made these chicken cutlets. Again, this is the second Saturday, just not as fancy of a dinner. And I should have recorded it. Didn't even do it. But I did record my bread and butter pickles that I made today. And then my battery died. Is that not like the luck that I have? So I'll do the title differently. Like, I don't know. I'm new at making bread and butter pickles. So The second part is just going to be to show you the actual product. So if you could view it, that'd be mighty sweet of y'all. Awesome, says Cosmic Cultivators. I know that sounds so yummy. So I was very, very busy today. I jarred, it's so weird. I know it's an even number, but it's an odd number to me as a canner. 8 jars of spaghetti sauce. No, sorry, pizza. Whew, pulls together, Mel. I made, it's a lot thicker. I made sauce for pizza sauce right there. And I got 8 of them. So I have a big pot cooking on the stove of tomatoes. And I'm probably just going to take a little bit out so that I can have at least an even number, 10 of the half pints for when I make pizza. So I did that. I did the bread and butter, pickles, and then we had other cucumbers, but I tried to pack it in the jar, folks. This is still warm. You know, Jimmy did the spears, but, you know, I'm getting a little bit of the liquid on the bottom, which I know you probably shouldn't. But there's some pickle spears, bread and butter ones. So I said to Jimmy, you'll be eating these first. So this is a little warm. So I made 2 big quarts of the spears. And if y'all know, I did 2 years and a month, or 2 years and 2 months. Minus the jar I gave to Chris last night. So 2 years and 1 month of strawberry preserves. That's done. So you all know, it's just busy, busy, crazy time, you know. And I harvested my, thank you, Tina. Thank you, Boone. I appreciate it. I used this for being a newbie with the bread and butter pickles, but that tends to be my favorite. I showed this last time. I bought this. And this required 6 3/4 cups of white distilled vinegar, 7 cups of sugar, and then one of these pouches for 9 to 11 pounds, or about 50, 3 to 4 inches. And I don't think I had exactly 50. I might have been shy a little bit, but my cucumber season wasn't all that great. So if I have to buy some organic pickles, well, I'm sorry, cucumbers to make a few more. How many did I get out of this? 5. I got 5 of these. So I want to get 10. So I have the bags and I have leftover brine. Does anybody know if you can process the leftover brine? Can you water bath can it in a quart per se? No worries. I can't post your link, Boone. Oh, that's okay. Boone will get you. Looks delicious, says Tina Ladybug. Chris, hope everyone is enjoying their weekend. You too, Chris. I know, it was like when you got into live tonight, it was like the Chris the Melody show, because Chris bought these. We went to TJ Maxx yesterday. Us two going to TJ Maxx. I'm usually the one that's like, you ready? You ready to leave? And like the last time we were in there for like 3 hours. Chris thought I did good. I don't know how long we were in there yesterday. Got a bunch of little goodies, and he picked up these so that you can make the big solid ice cubes, because Mama over here needed some water. Too much caffeine. I'm pretty sure you can just keep it in the fridge. Heard that from the big blue house on the hill. Keep what in the fridge? I have never used that before, Melody. Yeah, oh, the brine. I think it did say you could store it, but you know how everybody like cans the cowboy candy, and they use that over like meats and stuff? This says, okay, the pints were 10 minutes, quarts were 15 minutes. And then let me see. Undisturbed at room temperature for 12 to 24 hours. I'm trying to find the spot that says it will keep up to 1 week in the refrigerator, and I would need it to keep till next weekend when I can run out and get some organic cucumbers, which are sizes like this, so that I can have an even 10, because I have 5. So I think 10's good if you're or 12, one a month. That's how I'm thinking of everything. Jimmy's just learning that. He's like, how did you calculate the jam? And I said, well, you count the jars. You count a jar for every month. And if that's the case, this is the strawberry preserves. If you count one a month, that's 2 years and 2 months. I just sent Chris home with one of these. And his family, you know, I always take the ring off of mine to make sure I don't get a false seal. So that's all good. And then what did I say? I got, I forget. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 8 pizza sauces. So I want 10, of course, or 12. So I have to, you know, take a little bit off my tomatoes that are in the pot to have even amounts. I'm an oddball like that. Jimmy's like that. It's an even number. I'm like, not in the canning world. You want X amount of jars. So, the brine you were just talking about, maybe I misunderstood. Nope, you were right. Absolutely right. Cosmic Cultivators. It does say it will keep in the fridge for up to a week. So I don't want to waste it. Unless, you know, somebody wants to do a drive-by of some organic cucumbers. They're like the smaller ones. So, how has everyone been? KK, Vineyard Chicks, happy Sunday, Miss Melody. Girls, I have a video for, what was I doing? I was dehydrating herbs. And I received your stickers. Thank you so much. I don't know, it was from the storm, but they got wet. I showed it. But I laid them on the dehydrator to dry, and I think that they'll be fine. At least I'm hoping. Because I don't want them to not be sticky. But thank you, girls, so much for the stickers. Super duper cute. And if you'd like, I'll do a whole separate video for you. It's Rambling with the Brums. Hey, my favorite folks. Hello, hello, how are you? Just look. Talking about my first time making bread and butter pickles. I made some, well, I'm sure you saw the video. Hopefully you saw the video on the strawberry preserves with no pectin. My arms were killing me. That was like all day to do that. But that's 2 years and 2 months worth of food. Well, 2 years and 1 month worth of food. And then I made some pizza sauce. So I got to make some more gravy. And then I want to do some salsa. I still have the jalapeno candy to make. My back bed is starting to look a little spent because the butternut squash and the spaghetti squash just took over. So hi, Abby's Life on the Farm. How are you? Well, we can send you a new one, maybe a shirt too. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you want to see? I'll show you. Vineyard Chicks. Look what I just got. They just sent me an email too. I hope they come on tonight because it said it was expecting on Friday and I got it on Saturday. They didn't send me one shirt. This is At Home with Tom and Rhonda from last Sunday that was in this live. They sent me 2 shirts. I'm going to show you is all. I was just hoping they would come in. Let me find the box very quickly. So these are so super, super soft. These shirts. I'm in love. So yeah, they said on last Sunday's live that they wanted to send me a shirt. Here's the box. I'll show you all. And I ended up getting, that's why I'm wearing this tonight. I love Tom and Rhonda. They sent me At Home with Tom and Rhonda coffee mug. So cute with their doggy. This is, look, handcrafted At Home with Tom and Rhonda. It's all engraved in there. How cute is that? And another shirt. Like, Tom and Rhonda must have loved me well, he kept saying that last Sunday. How much he loved me, you know, blah, 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 blah. So that was so super cute. Just saw the email before I came on the live. Wondering if I received it on Friday. No, I got it Saturday. But, oh, I did a video on it. It's like a thank you video out in 110-degree weather. Maybe it was Friday or Saturday. But how nice was that? And it's so cute. So I'm just swinging it, folks. Trying to show you the shirt. At Home with Tom and Rhonda. 2 shirts. How about that? Get one dirty, I can wear another one. But they smell good. They're super soft. So I hope they come in so I could tell them that I got it. And I absolutely love it. I think that one's a coaster with the engraving in it, but I don't really want to put anything on that. Hi, Boone, and thank you. I'll return. I'm at Joe's for a bit. Okay. But yeah, Vineyard Chicks, that's up to you. I would love to have a shirt, girls. Would love it. Oh, I'd be over the moon. So here, I got Joe's. Remember I was live last Sunday and rambling with the Brums was like, you got to go over. You just won. You want seeds or a shirt? I'm like, oh, just take the shirt. This is cute. It's in a large. How cute is this shirt? From Garden State Gardener. A little bit big, but I'm sure it'll shrink a little bit. And it just basically has Snoopy on it. And it says, save our planet, keep it great. So that came in later on in the same day. This was, one of them was Saturday. And this one I think was Friday. So I love like my favorite channel shirts. It's great. Send us an email with your size. I'm a small, girls. When we have mail out, we'll send you one too. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, girls. You can find my email address under one of my videos. Oh, and he also sent me a well, I won it on his channel. Garden State Garden sticker. So yeah, I just wanted to be honest because my favorite young ladies, the Vineyard Chicks, sent me out 2 stickers, and because of the storm, it got wet. And I was laying it on top of my dehydrator to try to dry it. He also sent me this, Joe did, Tomato King of Giants. Some seeds. How about that from Joe? That's so super nice. Nice comfy shirt. And hopefully Tom and Rhonda come in and I'll show them. But yeah, Vineyard Chicks, send me whatever you want. I would love to wear a shirt on a Sunday Night Live and represent the channel. These are like just great. I love it, love it, love it. Love you, girls. These are so like beautiful and intelligent. Super proud of yous, and just thought I would say that. And I didn't want you to think I was being rude about your stickers. But my roommate got a new mailbox and it has holes in the bottom so the rain's going through. And I'm like, really? My stickers come? And they were like so soaked. And then I finally, like, I let them air dry a little bit and then I put on my dehydrator. So hopefully, you know, they'll stick. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens, but I would appreciate it. Oh, you're sweet. Thank you. No, you girls are wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. So, big day yesterday. Living a rogue life. Evening, sweetie. Evening, dollface. How are you? Hello, KK. Says Abby's life on the farm. Just showing, just to start the live off, some bread and butter pickles that I made. Some pizza sauce that I made. And y'all saw the video, hopefully, of my strawberry preserves with no pectin. Get ready to, like, just keep stirring and stirring. Big shout out to Boone and her husband for helping me to calculate the amount of strawberries I had. What did I have, Boone? I did 2 batches. There were 16 cups of strawberry per those boxes that you saw in the video. So we were calculating the sugar, and her hubby came up with 10 cups. But, you know, you can always add, but you can't take away. So I did 9, and I thought that was pretty good. Excellent. Thanks. So, yeah, they were sweet and helpful, per usual. Gotta love Boone. So, yeah, they helped me out with the calculations for my strawberry preserves, but I didn't get to, like say anything back, and that's because I spent the day like this. And then Chip was over chopping the celery, as I told y'all, and she's like, well, if you did a batch of strawberry preserves and you still have a whole other box, 16 cups to do, why don't you just do it all in one day so you don't have to worry about doing the next day? And I'm like, that so makes sense, until I was standing on my feet all day in the kitchen and just stirring and stirring and stirring. I personally didn't want pectin in it, even though I did buy pectin, so I think that's like a, it's up to you guys to decide whether you want to use pectin or not. Good way to do it, Melody. Can always add. Yep, you can always add, but you cannot take away. So I went a little under. I did the right amount of lemon. And then when I went to the second batch, I'm like, shoot, I forgot the lemon. So I had to quick add that in there. My pleasure at living a rogue life. So yeah. So I got away from here. I'm not saying that to be mean. Got out. Chris came down. I've been explaining my phone situation. I had an S9, a Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus, and the back broke. So got a good deal on the Samsung Galaxy S21. I would never recommend that phone to anyone. So I went and, you know, with Chris's help and got another Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus, but it had something wrong with it. It did an upgrade to like the 21 and it was shutting my phone off. That's why you haven't been seeing a lot of garden tours. So came down with the new phone that I'm on now, and it wants to do the upgrade. I'm trying to figure out like how to stop that upgrade, because I don't want that upgrade. I don't want it messing up my videos. So I tried it this morning on, are you ready? Everybody ready? Because it's very, very heavy. And I don't know if I can lift it all, but I will try. Stay tuned. If I show you, you have to watch the video, okay? Promise, thumbs up. Abby says hit the thumbs up. I bet it tastes amazing. Yep. Well, here we go. I want to see some thumbs up on the whole. I think I see 8 people in here. Thumbs up if you want to see what I have right next to me. Oh, wait. So if I show this to you, it's a special treat. I need to get a new phone for my storage for videos. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to get an external storage so that I have a SIM card in there, but it says the max you can do is 400. So, I mean, we were in terrible heats this whole week. The humidity, 110. Kid you not. Boone's, okay, Boone's got 2 thumbs up. So, can I get some more thumbs up? Do you want to see? Thumbs up means you promise that you'll go over and watch the video tomorrow. It's quick. But I harvested something. And I can't fit it all. So here we go. I won't wait for all the thumbs up because I'm just good like that. Welcome to Eggplant City, my friends. Look at that. Eggplants galore. We have to go, Miss Melody. We have to eat dinner. Oh, yum, yum. Good night, they say. Good night, Vineyard Chicks. Love yous. So, yeah. Yeah. Oswald zucchini. Oswald eggplant. Bigger than my hand. I've never grown this type before. It's big. It's okay. There's more out there growing, and I wanted to get these picked. And I did a video asking for help, but I forgot to post it, on how I should, anybody have any ideas for preserving eggplants. So this is an Oswald. You're getting an up-close view of what an Oswald looks like. My first year growing these. So that's amazing. And then I have Black Beauties, of course. And I have Rosa Blancas. And these white ones, you have to be really careful of the top because they're very prickly. So 2 of these. That's the white. Chris, let me see. Melody, you need to eat dinner as well. I know, later. Be right back. Gotta wash dishes, but we'll be listening. Wow, awesome big eggplants, yeah. I started to weigh some. Heavy, heavy, heavy. Abby's life on the farm says, right, Chris? I know, I had the chicken cutlet waiting for me after the fact. So, Voon, what do you think, girl? And look, monster. Monster, monster. So I need lots of suggestions on preserving some eggplant. And I was wondering what you would think. So I have this video coming out of harvesting it. A lot of weight. I was wondering if I could do like fried eggplant and then do parchment paper and then parchment paper on top of that, like in a Ziploc baggie, and then fry some more if you get the gist. Beautiful monster, she says. yeah, so I need some ideas if anybody has any to try to preserve some eggplants. So I can't get over this Oswald. It is absolutely beautiful. I don't know if you could see that up close. Huge, 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 huge. Let me see. There you go. I can barely balance it on my hand. So yeah, I was wondering if I could do like fry it and what the heck? Fry it and then put it in on parchment paper and then put it in like a Ziploc baggie. I don't know if that would work, but yeah. If anybody has any better ideas, let me know. Because I don't want to waste it. I grew a lot of those plants for my son, but you'll see the video. There's so many bees. I almost got stung in my ear and my eye. Big bumblebees. There's flowers out there. There's more growing. I want another haul of eggplants. So it was time to cut these down. So yes, beautiful monsters. But now it's time to eat some fried eggplant parm. Of course I want to eat some fresh. And then I just needed some ideas on how to preserve it. Laura Vitale, she has a channel and she does the like real smaller ones, the Black Beauties. And I've already picked 2 prior to this. And she does something where she cuts them looking like a little bit thicker than a French fry, and she throws them in like a vinegar water, some type of seasoning. After she drains them, you got to pat them dry, and then she just pushes them into jars, not even jars like this. She just uses like old jars like her Nonna did because she's from Italy, and then she says they will keep, and she'll have them at Christmas time. So yeah, if anybody has any ideas, you can kindly leave it under the video tomorrow. I didn't post yesterday. Hopefully I get a free pass. I did not post on Saturday because Chris came down and we ended up out at TJ Maxx, you know, having some fun. I'm trying to get all these eggplants to fit. Is this not funny? The clearance aisle, Chris found this. Calm, the eucalyptus and spearmint. This is the body wash, shower gel. And then Stress Relief Rose shower gel with peppermint. So, I think I'm a little stressed out with all the harvesting. And then Relax Lavender Sweet Mint right there. Not bad. These were all on clearance. So that's awesome. Lots of stuff. So I wanted to spend some time away from here. I did grab this. You're going to think I'm so silly, but I grabbed this because my favorite is Blackberry jam with no seeds. And I found organic blackberry preserves with reduced sugar there as well. USDA, non-GMO, $3.99. Good day, Melody and Boone. Down under fella. Hello, how are you? Hello, Bradley, how are you? Bradley. And then look at this, Boone. This says hemp all over body oil. Hemp plus tea tree blend. An all over body oil with deeply hydrating benefits to help boost skin radiance. It's eucalyptus mint. I called my friend Jade today and I'm like, I'm not going to get high from this, am I? If it's rubbed on my body, it's like, no. Everybody's saying hello. Good, thanks, Boone. Hi, Abby. So yeah, I did that video this morning on harvesting all the eggplants. And my phone shut down the first time, but that was not anything to do with the new phone. That had to do with the fact that my SD card was not hooked up. So cross your fingers that this phone doesn't give me any problems. So yeah, stay tuned for the whole big haul of eggplants. I'll try to lift it up for you one more time to see for anybody that watches after the fact. I got eggplants that are falling everywhere. Hold on. I'll just try to go this way. There's a lot. There's a lot. And I got out my scale and started weighing some. So funny. So funny. This one I'm going to cook up first. That's nothing. You just peel that off. But I'm going to make some fried eggplant out of this one. So yeah. So keep your eye out for that video. But I did a garden tour yesterday and then didn't post it because Chris came down with my phone. And that was like an opportunity to get out, which I greatly appreciate. Bye, living a rogue life. Thank you for coming in, honey. Mwah. Kisses. Be safe. Gotta run. Just stop by to show some love. Have a great week. You as well. I was in her quick live that she had the other morning while she was at work. It's very cool. She teaches, what is it, barbecuing and, you know, so that was interesting. She didn't get to be on that long, but, you know, I wanted to show some love and support back. Abby's Life on the Farm says, bye at living a rogue life. So yeah, isn't this funny? It's like stress relief. Oh my gosh. Stress relief. Relax. And I should say, stay calm, Melody. Oh yeah. So that's pretty funny actually. Let's see. That's not silly. Seeds are a pain sometimes. Okay, what did I miss? So how you doing down on the fuller? I had like eggplants flying away. So I'm hoping Tom and Rhonda come in so they can see that I'm wearing their shirt they sent me. They sent me 2 shirts, a coffee mug, unbelievable, and like this engraved, I guess it could be a coaster. I think it's too nice for it to be a coaster. I love tea tree oil, says Abby. Awesome names. So yeah, if you haven't gone over to At Home with Tom and Rhonda, it's the Crockers neighbors. Super nice people. Love them to pieces. And they were in the live last Sunday. Like, we love you. We love your personality. And I was like, I got complimented so much last Sunday. It was just funny. And look at how quick that got here. Is that not something? I'm paying attention. So, what do you use the tea tree oil for, Abby's Life on the Farm? I know I'm not drinking vodka. I'm just drinking some water and these new little crazy things that Chris picked up to make giant ice cubes. I was fighting to get one out at the beginning. Nice shirt. That was very nice of them. Very nice. I'm going well. Thanks, Mel. Spent the weekend with my brother's family boxing up a wild hive of bees for them. Oh, that sounds exciting and maybe a little dangerous. Hopefully nobody got stung. Did you get them all? I think I need another ice cube. Maybe this one will come out easier. Ha ha. There's the size of the ice cubes, like snowball. I have ones that are gray and black. I was like, we should have a snowball fight. Gavin's my grandson, or to my son, and he was like, Mom, you could kill somebody with one of those. So, boxing up wild hive of bees for them. Well, I hope you got them. So we have a little bit more to go before Garden State Gardener is over, because usually a lot of my subscribers go over, which I like because they show love and support, and they win fun things. I was doing a live last week and won a shirt. I just told him to send me the shirt. He's like, oh, it's a large. I'm like, that's okay. So the shirt came in, Snoopy on it saying, save our planet, keep it great. So that's super cute. And a sticker from Joe. I'll show you that again. Garden State Gardener sticker. And then a sweet little treat in here, which is Tomato King of Giants, origin Ukraine. So that's interesting. with some of the seeds and the growing information on the back. So that was so nice of Joe. I love it, love it, love it. So I wanted to make sure I show everything. I did do a mail call for Tom and Rhonda. And then this came, so I'll still do a mail call. Happy mail call. Yeah, they were a small hive, 4.5 frames of comb. 2 people got stung. I didn't, but they were so gentle. Chris says, nice job with 709 subs. Yes, thank you, everyone. I greatly appreciate it. And stay tuned, because I'm going through the process of harvesting a lot. And I'm not going to say this to be, and I said this in the video too, you'll see it, it's coming out this week. I got another major haul. I mean, I've had multiple hauls of tomatoes, and under my circumstances, you think I would be thrilled, and I'm just kind of like over it. Really, I'm not saying that to be, like I said, snotty or anything, but I've had, and I said this in the video, if I would have lost everything in the storm, less the tomatoes, and would have based my tomatoes weight alone just for Shed Wars, I'm like over it. So yeah, lots and lots and lots of tomatoes. I do like a walk, like a talk through the garden, picking tomatoes, because it's just company. You guys that watch it, it's like, I don't know, I feel like it's keeping me company. And it rains, and I had to crawl in between the beds. I just felt like a disgusting mess, and I had to take a shower. So yeah, lots and lots of tomatoes. I have tomatoes on the stove right now cooking, another big pot. I've done some gravy. I've done the yellow tomato. I can't think of the name right now. Not Kellogg's Breakfast, it's something else. And I did 2 jars, and one of the jars burst. I think it was defective because the whole bottom blew out. So that was fun. But I got 1 jar of the large cherry tomatoes, like a quart size, but I probably could have smushed them down in there. And then the yellows are like diced tomatoes. I did that jar. I actually did 2, but the one burst. And I'm trying to get into the groove here of preserving, and I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm like nonstop, go, 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 go. So, and I couldn't put off harvesting the eggplants any further. I had to cut them because there's more out there that's growing, and there's so many buds. My eggplants are like up to here on me. Chris saw yesterday that my tomato plants are up to about, I'm 5'8.5". My tomato plants, no, my pepper plants are coming up to here. But my eggplants are like up to here, and the tomatoes, forget it. They're over 12 foot high. My Jack and the Beanstalk, as I call it, sunflower, was 12, and then Jimmy took a tape measure, and it's 14. 14, that's how high it is. And the head just droops, so, you know. It's a lot of work, Melly. You're not kidding. Especially when you're only one person around here, but it's all good. It is all good, because yesterday I was going to post a garden tour, but I thought me and Chris were going to redo it, because he literally came up to bring up my phone, because he has a corporate near him for the phone, and we just did other things, and it was fun just going into TJ Maxx and just, you know, looking at all the clearance stuff and getting some Relax Lavender Sweet Mint and the Calm and the, you know, I love the Rose body wash. I'm like addicted. And met a really nice neighbor down the street. Super nice. Oh yeah, let me tell you. So I met her husband first. I think his name is Mike. And he pulled up, and it kind of scared me. He was like, excuse me, can I talk to you? And I was like, oh no, what did I do? Am I in trouble? And he said, how do you get your sunflowers so tall? And I was like, I just planted them. And he's like, yeah, I tried and it didn't work out. And he said, I was watching you building this garden from the beginning, he said, and I just wanted to tell you it's absolutely beautiful. And he said, I usually go once a week and get my wife tomatoes. which is how it started. And I said, oh, I have some tomatoes. I put like 13, 15 tomatoes in a box and said, here you go, take them to your wife. And he's like, absolutely not. I think it was 13 of like Kellogg's breakfast and the big rainbow tomatoes and a couple black crims. And he handed me $20. I'm like, absolutely not. And he's like, you can't do that. You should put like a little stand here and sell some of your stuff. And I gave him some peppers and all, which then led me to meet his wife because he came back later to drop off boxes and some trays because we just picked string beans again last night. We picked Kentucky pole beans. We picked rattlesnake pole beans. I don't know how long Chris and I were picking beans. And then Jimmy came out and helped us snap them all. So that's going to be my first pressure canning. So it was really nice to meet them. And I did walk down and meet his wife. What a beautiful home they have. She's very, very lovely. And when we were out yesterday, we found this little cutesy bottle. It's probably about that big, and it's like the bottle, and it's like the spout, cork here, and it swirls in the middle, and I'm like, huh, what is that? Here it's for your oil, and then your vinegar goes in the middle, and I thought, that's really cute. So I gave it to her for, you know, her being so kind. She said, walk on my property. There's 2 chairs there. You can sit by the river. So it's super sweet. Super, super sweet woman. Her husband's really nice. So we popped in yesterday, Chris and I, to give him a little thank you gift. And thank you for just being someone else that's nice in this area. So yeah, beautiful home. Beautiful home. I mean, their out back patio has like the Olympic, I don't know how you say it, the pool that you swim against the current. That's their pool, or you can turn it off and just float around in it. All these little like nooks and crannies, and it's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I haven't grown properly in the last couple of years, but I was always the favorite person in the neighborhood. All my exes went out, or people would stop by and swap me goodies. Yeah, he was like, you really? I was like, no, I think I need to have a little something from the township. And he's like, no, you don't. He said, unless you have like an annoying neighbor and wants to try to like just do something. He goes, but you could put a little table up. You can, you know. So literally, I was like on the phone with my niece. Well, I texted Chris, like, call me ASAP. I was like, I made my first $20 off of tomatoes. I said, and I didn't even really want to sell them. I just wanted to give them. And he's like, don't do that. He said, whatever you want. He goes, oh, you can? Oh, I'll buy jars off of you. Super nice people. That is very cool down under Fulla. Very, very cool. Thank you, Chris. So, yeah. So, got some goodies yesterday. And I have to harvest my purple cabbage out there. Oh, you believe this? I have my starts underneath the table from the last storm. I didn't want them to get plummeted on. And I see this bee go underneath the table, a little tiny little yellow jacket, and went under. And I'm like, what is it doing? And it found a worm and just started like stinging it. And I was like, okay, that's kind of like sad and creepy, but whatever. And it was on my little broccoli starts. And then the bee came back a couple minutes later and went right over, plucked off a little worm, like a little caterpillar, and flew off with it. And then I started rubbing the stalk, and then I found 2 more. So they found my little hidden plants underneath the table out there. It's crazy. Table would be a good idea. Honor system. Yep, that's what he was suggesting to do, but we're just not sure how honest people really are. Yes, fresh homemade produce will fly off the stand mount. I know, but imagine, it's like just, I was scared of him at first, thinking like, who's this? Or am I in trouble? Super nice guy. And she did say she's very happy to meet me. She's so thankful that her husband's so outgoing. And we sat in the kitchen and talked and whatever for a few hours, and she likes chefs. So I just thought the bottle, Chris had found it. Like, what do you think of this? Because we were thinking lighthouses and stuff like that. But then we saw that. And I'm like, well, her kitchen is chefs, just like me. Except it was my dining room was all chefs. And I told her that. So we stopped over yesterday and gave it to her and, you know, just thanked her. She said, I can cast a rod in the river there. I can sit there. He has a fire pit. You're more than welcome to use it. Just make sure it's out before you leave. And put an umbrella up. Super nice people. Super nice. They sound like really good people. Really good people. And, you know, they've had problems with their neighbors on both sides. And she knows about my circumstances. And that's just craziness because apparently I'm still saying things, which is just, you know, insane. And I guess I'm in somebody's headspace. So, yeah, she was in a similar situation, except unfortunately her husband had passed away. And, you know, her neighbors on both sides just weren't very nice. But she said God gave her another opportunity to fall in love. And her husband is wonderful. He really is a nice person. And she's just beautiful. She's very, very nice. Chris really liked her and her husband. They had 2 friends over. You know, so we didn't want to impose and stay too long. Chris said, beautiful home. Yeah, very beautiful home. Like a little oasis, just different little, he built a tiki bar outside. They got a nice bar on the inside. They have like that double chair. So if you want to lay out with someone, great sun right off the river. And then she's got the chair that I love where it's round. And then it has the thing that goes over. That thing was like $4,000 this year when I was looking for it. Super cute, but they're just super nice people. What did I miss from Abby? Thank you, Abby's life. And Abby says, you're welcome, good vibes. So yeah, so it's just been busy. Well, I met them last week, and then I felt like, wow, it's my first business transaction, $20 for 13 homegrown tomatoes. And I didn't skimp. I mean, I gave... And she did text me and she said, isn't this funny? She said, the yellowish orange tomatoes, they're all out of this world, but the orangish yellow tomato is phenomenal. Like breakfast for champions. And I just thought that was so funny. And I wrote her back and I said, well, what a coincidence, because that's a Kellogg's breakfast tomato. And she said, oh, so good. And her dogs like tomatoes. So yeah, that was just funny. I gave her like an array of different tomatoes and some peppers. So yeah, so I'm glad to have met them. Their home is beautiful. But you know, they had company yesterday. I had company yesterday, which was Chris, who came down and helped with brought the new phone down. And then we went out gallivanting and I had McDonald's French fries for the first time in, oh my gosh, I couldn't even tell you how many years, eons. And he's like, really? You want to go to McDonald's? I'm like, yeah. I want some greasy French fries out of the fryer with salt on them. And I was like, hot out of the oil, please. They're like, no problem. They were so good. Chris is like, I never thought to ask for them like that. Hi, the Gypsy and Vanilla Gorilla. How are you? Way to sell what you got. Is that not crazy? I had no intentions on selling anything. And he was just like forcing, I mean, it's $20, but $20 is $20. He was forcing it on me. And if I would have got a pan together, I was just letting him take fresh peppers right out of the bed. But if I would have had a pan together, I saw his hand. He had money out, ready to buy peppers. And he was like, don't give things away. And I'm like, why do that? It's for my neighbors. And he said, well, you need to have a little table, a little stand, maybe even for next year. And the extra things you have that you're not using, you should, you know, put out there on the honor system maybe, you know, depending on how many people are honest in today's world. And he said, but I'd be more than happy to buy some produce off of you. Then we got into talking about canning. He's like, you can too? He's like, oh, I'll buy jars off you. So I was like, and then he came back to drop off some silver trays. He's who I got the boxes from. And he said, come on, you want to meet my wife? So that was really extremely nice. Very, 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 very nice. At Barb's Country Home. How are you doing, Barb? Look, my first time that I made bread and butter pickles. 5 of those. And then, how many did I say again? I can't even think. I'm so delirious. 6 of 8 pizza sauce. So I'm going to confiscate a little bit out of the batch I'm cooking now, just regular tomato sauce, and I'm going to get 2 more for an even number in my head. And then I did the video on the preserves, strawberry preserves without pectin. A great big thank you to Boone and her husband to help me figure out how many cups of sugar and how much lemon, because I had one batch, it was 16, right Boone? 16 cups of strawberries. Second batch, 16 cups as well. So, Hedgehog Homestead, hi guys, how are you? I love bread and butter pickles, awesome job, thank you. So today was spent just canning all day after running around yesterday, and I just feel like, ugh. And then I did a haul. Welcome. If you're just popping in, I can only hold Oswald Eggplant right there. I have like a ton in the basket. That video is coming out tomorrow. I have white, but this basket is heavy and full. So please watch the video tomorrow of me harvesting eggplants, and there's more out there. And it was a little scary because there's a lot of bumblebees. And this really just intrigued me. I will let you all know what this tastes like when I cut this open. Those eggplants are huge. They really are. So I was looking for ways to be able to preserve eggplant. So when tomorrow's video comes out, I'll give you some time tonight, maybe tomorrow morning, to think it over. If you can think of ways to save some Black Beauties and some Rosa Blancas and a humongous, what was I calling this? Wilson, like the soccer ball. Yeah, if you have any ideas on how to preserve, feel free when the video uploads tomorrow to maybe leave some suggestions. I'm wondering, like I just said a few minutes ago, if I can bread some. I guess I would have to fry it. Maybe parchment paper layers in a Ziploc baggie and lay it flat in the freezer. I'm just not sure if that's going to work. Don't forget to weigh them. I won't forget to weigh them. I started to weigh some. I should pull it out. You're welcome. It's down under fuller. We'll check it out soon. Let me see. Everybody's posting the link. Boone's got all the links, everyone. Thank you at Abby's. I hope my content is interesting. Down under fuller, your content is very, very good. Here's the thing about my channel is there's no bells and whistles over here because I don't have editing software. So unfortunately my battery died. So I brought along just to show me first time doing bread and butter pickles, and then I'm going to have to do the final product. So, our biggest so far is 1 pound, 11.5 ounces. Is that on an eggplant? Abby says, I've got a busy day tomorrow. I need to get ready. Bye, Melody and everyone. Bye, Abby's Life. Love you, girly girl. So is that on your eggplants? Let me see. See y'all later, Abby says. Take care, Abby. Later at Abby. We all love Abby. She's so sweet. Let me grab this very quickly. Oy, oy, oy. I have been using, which sometimes I think I chip myself, but I've been using a sourdough scale, and then I zero it out. Okay. Want to know how much this Oswald weighs? Let's go. Let me see. I want to make sure it's completely clear. Okay, it's at 0. So this is what it looks like. It's this type of sourdough. So get it back to 0. Here's the Oswald. 3 pounds. 3 pounds for my Oswald eggplant. Is that not amazing? Bye, love you, Mel. Love you too, girl. The eggplants are tiny. The tomatoes are big. Yours are? Well, you know, I normally cage my eggplants, but I'm going to be honest with you. I planted 16. I planted them close together. this whole season's been about planting everything very close together, and I feel like that's the ticket. I mean, I've had a little beetle bites on the leaves, but no damage. Winds came along, still good, but heaviness holding them down. So I was staking up a few as I was harvesting. All right, let's go to the next one. We'll see what it is. That's 0. This one here, 2 pounds even Steven. Let's try this bad boy. Clear. Clear. Come on. Even 2 pounds. That's crazy. I thought this one would be a little bit bigger. But this is going to be some big ones. Let's see. Clear. Two and a half pounds. Right there, 2.5 pounds. Hi, Farm and Havoc. Impressive eggplants. This one's got to weigh a lot. What do you think? Make a guess. Anybody got a guess on how much they think this is going to weigh? Well, actually, this is going to be a big doozy right here. Look at the size difference. So, let's go with this one and see how much this weighs. Anybody want to throw out a number? We'll put this to 0 and get ready. Hedgehog's Homestead, hi HVC, Farm and Havoc, hello, hello. Looks like watermelon. I have a watermelon out there that's jet black. It's from a sustainable seed company, and I don't know how to pick it. No guesses? Throw me out a couple guesses on this one right here. Then we'll do Fat Daddies. 3.5 says Hedgehog's Homestead. Boone, you got a guess, girl? I guess we just have Hedgehog's Homestead. So we're going in on this one. Let's see. Because this one, I'm trying to see if this is, I don't know. One of these are the bigger one. You know how to grow, and they look beautiful. Oh, thank you, Farm and Havoc. Boone says 3.9. Hedgehog's Homestead says 3.5. Let's see. Let's go with this one here. It's on 0. Okay, Boone had, all right, Hedgehog Homestead had 3.5. Boone had 3.9. Come on. $3.682. 3.682. So who had the closer number? He put 3 pounds, 13 ounces. What is it again? 3.862. Wow, that's crazy. So that's this one right here. So somebody was fairly close. I would say that would go to Boone. So that's that one. Why not just have some fun and just weigh some eggplants? Any guesses? On this one, I'll show you this one again. You want to make another guess? These are like that. And then I'll turn the camera around. Hedgehog's one. Oh, really? 3.862 for this one. 4.8 says Boone. Mine's closer than Boone. Hedgehog Homestead said 2.3. Let's go. Bring you around. Hopefully you can see this on this one. Can you see that? 2.608 is the weight on that eggplant. So, very interesting. Very interesting. 1.9. 1.9? Ouch. No, I'm just kidding. So 2.608 on that one. Let me do this one again because I forget what it weighed. This one's a doozy. Oh, yes, I do. Okay, I weighed that one. And let's go for this big jalopy right here. Farm and Havoc says, I won. Jay says 2.608. Well, this one's going on next, so we'll see. Let me move the scale. Oh, okay, it's 0. Come on, you scale. This eggplant doesn't want to sit up straight. I'm trying. Like, be hands-free. I'm going to have to lay it down. Do we have a guess? Ooh, is this the new numbers? 4.43. We got 5.6 from Hedgehog's Homestead and a 3.4. I am looking at 3.512. 3.512, that's pretty good. These little white ones, I don't know, we'll see. If you grow white eggplants, be careful. The part up here, for some reason, it's very thorny. So let's try both whites. You can just throw out a guess for the whites, because I ate one of the whites. We got a guess. Boone says 4.8. Jay says 3.511. It's on these two. Whoa. It's on. Ouch. See, they hurt. Be careful. So it's on these two white eggplants. Okay, Hedgehog has 2.8. Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla, 1.34. Okay, it's cleared. Here we go. Okay, this one is a 1.324. 1.34, Gypsy the Vanilla Gorilla. It's got 1.324. She said 1.34. Hedgehog Homestead was very close, 2.8. Chris said 3.2. That was close because it's 1.324. Wow, you guys are so good. Farm and Havoc got 1.8. Yeah, I mean, you have to take into consideration. These are like tinier compared to, like, you know, 4 or 5 pounder, 5 pounds, I think it was. Stay still. Come on, get it straight. Okay, what's it doing now? Let me re-clear it out. It's clear. It's bulky. I'm trying to sit it. Yeah, this is definitely well over 4 pounds. If you want to round this off, this is a 5-pound eggplant I just rechecked. That is so funny. Wow, that's just crazy. But, so that is tomorrow's video. Thanks for playing along with everybody guessing. Y'all are winners. How about that? Y'all are winners. And this basket is overflowing of eggplants. And, yeah. So, lots of eggplants. Need lots of ideas if you have any. I would really appreciate it down in my comments below. This is the one that I want to eat right here. I don't even know if I weighed that one. Let's set it up straight. Will it stay up straight? Oh, it's only going to lay on its side. It's not bad. 2.608. 255. Yeah, this is going to be yummy and delicious. So let's see. So thanks for having some fun with me and just weighing some eggplants. You'll see that video come out tomorrow. Hi, Hedgehog's Homestead. Yes. Barman, haven't used all your numbers are really close. I've never seen white eggplant before. Yeah, I have not either. Oh, I left one out there. Shoot, dang. I left one out there. So I'm starting to pick some butternut squash. And the spaghetti squash is going to be crazy. I still have to pick the, I think it's red burgundy cabbage that's been out there since spring. So I have that to harvest. But grabbed this yesterday. 2 different sizes. Not sure. I'll show you. This is a doozy. With a lock type seal. This is, oh geez, what did Jimmy say? This is a 152 ounces, 4.5, and it has an L on it. I forget, my roommate figured it out. 152 ounces. I am thinking about, I can either go this size. Hello, Growing with Hudson, welcome, welcome. Or I can go with this size. You can see the height difference. Let me show you. I'll bend you down a little bit. There is, can you see that? The height difference. Probably not the best way tilting it. Let me just go this way. See the height difference? Okay, why did I get them? I was going to order jars off of Amazon because I want to, well, I still have to go on Amazon because I want to order my sprouts. And this one is 8.3 ounces, 3.5 liters. Yeah, 118 ounces, 3.5 liter glass jumbo clamp jar. These are hand wash only. Anybody have any ideas? But this will hold over a gallon plus of milk. I want to ferment some of my cabbage that's out there. I'm really, really interested in doing that. So got this jar and then got this jar. One was $9.99 and this one was $12.99. And I'm going to have to figure out, because I'll show you how my hand can go in. I have a tickle suddenly. I need my hand to be able to fit. So I can pack it, the cabbage down in there. So, I mean, my hand and arm fits, but I'm also really skinny. But I think I'm going to get that tickle pounder, whatever it's called. Something like this. I'm sure you saw it's got like a thin edge and this is fatter, so you can pound it down in there. But I am definitely going to try to ferment some of my cabbage. I don't know anything about fermenting eggplant. I don't know how I feel about that. But yeah, so 2 jars to get into fermenting. And I think this one might be a good one to start off with. So yeah, so also got that because fermenting is on my list, especially with getting ready to harvest the cabbage. So a lot of good deals yesterday. Pickle packer. Thank you, Indiana Backyard Gardener. I was saying it earlier, like, but yeah, so I have to look a little bit further, but I think you shred the cabbage. Has to be salted, has to be packed in so that the water goes above the actual cabbage. So I'm really excited to bring that to the channel as well. You know, so hey Boone, enjoyed your keto bed. I'll be over there to see that. But yeah, that's definitely what it is. It's a pickle packer. And how have you been with growing with Hudson? Boone says awesome jar. Thank you, Boone. Hey, hey, says Indiana Backyard Gardener. Cool, I like that. This is Hedgehog Homestead. Yeah, so thanks for everybody playing along on weighing all the Oh, Indiana Backyard Gardener, are you just getting in? I'm only going to show you this one. This is an Oswald Eggplant. Stay tuned for tomorrow's harvest on the eggplants. We were on here just playing a little game of trying to guess the weights of the eggplants. Okay, I read that. Just posting links. Thank you, ma'am. At Indiana Backyard Gardener. So yeah, so I want to try some, I'm trying to do some things differently. And it's the first time that I made bread and butter pickles. And I wanted to make pizza sauce. I don't have any excuse. You know, I'm just too short in my head. So the pizza sauce has great consistency. And I left it cook down, get thick. I didn't have to put tomato paste in it. And then I put my, sorry, I thought I was holding in there. And then I put my homemade pizza seasoning inside of it and brought it up to a low simmer. Got the jars hot and canned them. She says, wow, eggplant looks like a pumpkin. I said it looked like Wilson, the soccer ball from the movie. And it's so like, just different. Very different. So yeah, so there's more out there. I just got a little nervous today doing the video because the bumblebees were out in force. And you can hear it. It was like buzzing in my ear. I'm like, I'm going to get stung. And then one was super close to my eye. Thank God I harvested the ones that were weighing down because there's more out there that are growing with a lot more buds. So I don't want to touch it. And hopefully I'll get another, round of eggplants. So again, I said this, but for any newcomers that are coming in or watch this after the fact, that will be tomorrow's video. And if you have any ideas on how to preserve, not dehydrate, but preserve some eggplants, I was thinking about maybe dipping them and frying some and then laying them in a single layer on parchment paper and keep repeating that process and maybe put it in a Ziploc bag. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Let's see. Hello, India. Okay. Yes, it does look like Wilson. I was calling it Wilson all season. At Farm and Havoc. Hey there, Joe. Showcased your channel tonight. Oh, it's awesome. Awesome. I have not liked eggplant in the past. Eggplant is so good. It really is. I usually will pick them kind of small. But I'm growing different types this year, not just the Black Beauty. And when I picked a really small white one, because usually the smaller, the more tender, and it's just, you'll just eat it right then and there. There's no sense even trying to worry about preserving it. But the white didn't really have a flavor, which told me I had to let them get bigger. And this is apparently their size, this and this, because as you let them go longer, like I have one that has more yellow on it, that's what the white does. So it was very mild in flavor. We'll see how it is. I'll bring you along for all the videos. I am only growing one plant, the long skinny ones, the white. Okay. I grew the long skinny ones, and I just didn't care for them. I don't think you get enough of the eggplant out of the real skinny ones. But I guess that's a personal choice. I mean, that's just what I have experienced. Yeah, I like to batter slices of eggplant and fry. It tastes so mushy to me. I don't know. Now, you have to batter it up, fry it. It gets crisp. It's sweet. Little bam of kosher salt. You're good to go. You will be just eating them all right off the plate. It's not mushy if it's cooked right. Don't drown it in oil. It can be easily overcooked like squash and Brussels sprouts. Very true. So you just want to have a cast iron pan or a non-stick pan. You can coat it in egg and Italian breadcrumbs like I do. Quick fry it on each side. Put it on a paper towel to drain it. I will bring you along when I go to make eggplant parm. I just did chicken cutlets twice, and I keep forgetting to turn on the camera. So, and then, I had to replace the other S9 for this one. So hopefully it stops cutting off. I would suggest not putting a lot of oil in the pan. Make sure it's hot, and just gradually add the oil, because if not, it will be soaking in it, and then it could get mushy that way. I've done eggplant fried. I've done it baked in the oven, just on a cookie sheet. They're just phenomenal. So like I was saying, we did fried seafood tonight. I used pancake batter as a liquid. Then golden breadcrumbs, it was really good. Was a little skeptical, but now I'm a fan. You're making me so hungry. I did bacon wrapped pork tenderloin that I marinated for a day and a half. Oh, that sounds so good. You and Cosmic Cultivators with the food. I fed my roommate a chicken cutlet, but I didn't get a chance to eat mine. So, awesome, CC, hi Cosmic. So yeah, so some good little finds yesterday while I was out at TJ Maxx, and you know, the new people that I met, absolutely adore them. They're really, really nice. And today I ran around like a nut and was just preserving. Jimmy wanted the wedges from bigger cucumbers that I have, so I don't know how good I did. It's still a little warm, but there's the wedges of the dill pickle. The bread and butter, it's warm. So got 2 quart-sized jars out of that. And yeah, so I have tomatoes on the stove. Well, that sounds great in Indiana. Everyone hit the thumbs up. Oh, thank you, Indiana Backyard Gardener. Indiana Backyard Gardener never fails when I wasn't there. I know, it sounds so good. So good. So we're going to be eating some eggplant for sure. And then I wanted to, I guess, fry it up. You know, because if not, you'd have to use lemon juice so it doesn't brown. But yeah, so that video, garden tour, the pickles, of course, my battery died. But I just said hold tight, hang tight, and it just ended. So I went back and said, well, I did it. Here's the finished product. And I showed the bread and butter pickles, so that shouldn't be too hard for everybody to watch. Chris says thumbs up. I did dill pickle recipe and I hate it. I don't really like dill pickles that much. But the brine for the bread and butter is very like, it's like a lip pucker, let me tell you. Chris says 2 thumbs up. Canned 16 jars of pickles yesterday. 8 dill, 4 spicy, and 4 sweet. Yeah, my cucumbers were, so we'll see. I want to get some organic cucumbers so I can make some more pickles. But I want to finish up this brine. And then I'm going to mix spicy into the rest. But I'm not going to do dill because my dill is shot. And I could give or take dill unless it has a lot of spice in it. But that's good. They look good, Mel. Oh, thank you, honey. Appreciate it. So, you know, I make my own pizza dough. And I also have said this before, I like watching Rachel from the 1870s Homestead. The only thing I'm having a little issue with is if she changes up a recipe that's in the bulk canning book, she never puts the recipe down below, so you got to go and watch a video, and then I'm trying to wing it. So I got the idea on the pizza sauce. She had like 34 jars, I think. I'm at 8, so I'll just take some out of this batch and cook it down. But no tomato paste, no nothing. And I have my own pizza seasoning that I put in there. So I have an amazing recipe for pizza dough. So I'm figuring when it's winter, you don't feel like going out, it'll be on the shelf. So far, the strawberry preserves came out to 2 years and 2 months. But I gave one to Chris last night. So 2 years, 1 month. And I'm trying to build up these pizza sauce. I'm still making, I call it gravy, folks. I'm still making gravy. I want to do more diced tomatoes and more of the pickles and salsa. And I think that's it. And I also need to do something with all this eggplant. And I want to do fermented cabbage. Maybe not all of it, but it's time to pull the cabbage for sure. I just planted more cucumbers. I did that too, but I mean, I'm not kidding. It was so hot here. It was like with the humidity 110. I took one day to myself this week and just got in a lemon bikini and just laid out on a towel and kept the hose right near me to be like, I mean, just for like a little while to relax, because I deserve to relax too. And it was god awful hot this week, really, really hot. And I think today, from all the running around and the cooking, like the pizza sauce that I made took me like 2 days, you know. And then I spent my whole day doing the preserves, and I'm just trying to get like just things done. So yeah, just need my tomatoes to get red. Oh, I'm so sick of tomatoes. I'm doing salsa next. The ones that are out there that are going to get picked, because I'm still trying to deal. You'll see that haul. You'll see that haul. And then I don't want anyone to mistake this. I did a video of another haul where there's boxes, buckets, pots, bowls on the kitchen floor. And I literally had said if I based my shed wars, which who knew, if I would have based my shed wars on just the weight alone, like if I would have grown nothing else but just my tomatoes, which I never grow this obscene amount of tomatoes. I have them frozen. I have no more room. If I would have based it, because, you know, John from Will It Grow said at the very beginning that he expected nothing less than 1,000 pounds from me. If I would have just did tomatoes, and considering 4 storms, broken glass table, tornado where I used to live, I mean, my tomatoes have been through a lot, and I have gotten such an abundance of tomatoes that I'm over, you know, the goal that I wanted to be at just in tomatoes. We had a hot one this week. Oh my gosh, it was killer. Hedgehog Homestead as well. Just okay. I pulled 2 heads of purple cauliflower yesterday. I bought the seedlings marked as broccoli. I need to just make a decision. Has anybody ever had that problem? I'm going to tell you this too, and you just might not be tickled, but I'm going to do a fall garden. I just don't think I'm going to do a huge garden, because I did state, which would actually be cooler to garden. I did state I'm still I'm not officially moved in. I have things to unpack, and it's like, you know. So my beets are out there in the cell tray I have to put in the ground. I had a cabbage moth that was leaving little, you know, caterpillars on my broccoli. So it's not planted in a bed yet because I don't have any room. But I'm going to make room. Trust me when I tell you. But that sounds amazing, the purple cauliflower. I picked plenty of peppers already. That's good. The smoke is keeping it cooler. They're only 100 degrees. Well, we're not getting any fires here, but just the humidity is just god awful. I'm sorry I'm so late. Hit your chick, Urban Homestead. You're not late. Welcome, welcome. We were weighing some eggplants, and I'm going to venture into, you have to excuse me. I'm literally exhausted. I am going to venture into fermenting. So if anybody has a good cabbage, it's the red cabbage, which I'm going to plant that in fall. So I'm just going to scale down a little bit in fall. This is what I'm planning. I'd like to do 2 beds of carrots. So I got to get them going. And I have broccoli, cauliflower, kohlrabi purple, kohlrabi white, some lettuces, spinach, kale, turnips, parsnips, and different types of lettuces. And I think that that should be pretty good, because I need to unpack and actually move in. I'm sorry, Melody. I'm exhausted. I have to get to bed. Bye, Voon. It's okay, honey. She's one of the best moderators. I picked 5 dozen ears of corn this weekend. Wow. Hit your chick, Urban Homestead. Whew. That is good. You have to have 1K pounds. Yes, for the tomatoes. I'm sorry, I'm silly. Okay, I read that. Picked 5 dozen ears of corn this weekend. I mostly do greens, says Indiana Backyard Gardener. Yeah, I mean, what, for fall? Love you, Boone. Thank you so much. Hi, Boone. Have a great night, everyone. Nice at Hitch a Chick Urban Homestead. Later, Boone. Everybody's saying goodnight to Boone. And hello to Hitch a Chick Urban Homestead. We pretty much planted the same thing today. Nice. I don't have it in the bed yet, but that is plenty, says Indiana Backyard Gardener. Yeah, because I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm admitting that, and I moved here and I didn't unpack and stuff, so I'll do a little one. Hitch a Chick Urban Homestead says, I want to let everyone know I made a decision to change my channel name. It will take effect tonight. The name is Urban Homesteading. So if you see Urban Homesteading pop up, it's still me. Oh, that's cute, but I really loved Hitch a Chick. I'm not doing a big fall garden, says Indiana Backyard Gardener. Because if I do a real huge one, I want to do the PVC for the 4 beds in the middle. It has to go up higher. I have to figure out a way to do that. Because like I said, I went at least 2 beds full of carrots because they can store there. Parsnips, turnips, broccoli, cauliflower, kohlrabi I want to try. More of the red, it's called red acre cabbage that I'm going to try to ferment. So yeah, I mean, and the greens, of course. I have no idea how to begin a fall garden and Hitch a Chick. Just either directly sow or get a little tray together, plant some broccoli, depends, I don't know what your grow zone is, but broccoli, cauliflowers do good. Think of like spring. Look at it like spring, but we had a short window with spring too. What you do is you go and you look to see what your first frost date is. You can type that right in on your phone under Google to give you, your first frost date. And then you want to go back 2 weeks. So, you usually should try to get some of your plants together like July, but it's been so god-awful hot, it's really hard to do that. I did my video and planted some. My beets are looking really good. They're just not in a bed yet because I'm completely out of room. So I'm about ready just to rip all the butternut squash and all the spaghetti squash that's just taking over, literally. But then I see it vining across and I'm like, maybe I shouldn't, but I need room. I'm literally at my breaking point with tomatoes that I'm about ready to just rip them out of the beds. Let's see. Hi, Hitch a Chick. Awesome Hitch a Chick. Garden, Vermont is real. Yeah, in Indiana, definitely true. Hitch a Chick says, I really think I will be able to bring in more friends and grow my channel better. Well, that's awesome. Yep, peas. I don't want to do a ton of peas. I went through so many seeds. Chris and I picked more string beans. We picked bush beans. We picked Kentucky pole beans. We picked some of the Chinese red noodle beans. We picked rattlesnake pole beans. So that's going to be my first pressure canner. And then Jimmy came out and all 3 of us just snapped the ends. So I know that's something that has to be pressure canned. I froze a lot, but I got a great big amount. I just don't know if this is starting to look like, I don't know. Indiana Backyard Gardener, you're going to have to take a look at my my bean bed and see if I should just let it continue to go. Joe was right. He said the more you pick, the more it grows. And I have them planted so close together. I give you these little tips. Bush beans like it really close together. Look at with the watermelons. With the eggplants, they're close together. They're not caged and everything is just like monstrous. And I'm grateful for that, but I did a video on a tomato haul and discussing how I'm so out of room. And I think I sound kind of bummed, but I said it's a good problem to have. But like, because of the storms and the way they blew them, it's like I get mulch in my hair. I went out and picked them after a rain. And it was just a hot mess. And I think it sounded like I was like a little depressed or bummed out. I'm thankful to have the tomatoes, but I think that's good with the tomatoes. But I can't tell the tomatoes what to do. They're still, they're up there. They're probably, what, like maybe 12 foot high? and they just keep producing. I have not picked a tomato all day today. I did not pick a tomato all day yesterday. My roommate kept saying, I see red tomatoes, I see red tomatoes. I'm like, I know. I'm canning today. I don't want to touch a red tomato. I'm chopping up tomatoes, dropping it in a pot. I'll get to do the tomatoes tomorrow. I needed like a day or day and a half break from picking tomatoes. So I don't want you to misconstrue like, wow, you know, she's going to complain about all the tomatoes she got. That's not it, guys. I'm just tired. I'm tired out, and I still have to unpack here, and it's a lot to deal with. And I'm happy to give things away. If you're just coming in here, I met a really nice gentleman who lives down the street, and I made my first $20 on like 13 or 15 tomatoes. I think it was 13 tomatoes. So, which then made me get introduced to his wife, and they're just fantastic people. So, blessed about that. And I was like all excited, like I made my first $20. I wasn't even trying. Here's what's funny. When I do the tomato haul out in front of the red pot, I'm doing the video, and then I get interrupted. I think his name's Wade. And he, like, you can hear him on the audio saying, are you talking to your plants? And I said, hold on a minute. And I hit the pause button. And I said, no, I'm talking to YouTube. Remember I told you I do YouTube. I said, because I have this whole big haul of tomatoes. And he said, I thought you were talking to your plants. And then he sees all the tomatoes and he says, oh my Lord, girl, they're going to think you're a witch. And I was like, what? And he said, yeah, gardening witch. You can produce so much food in this area. So it's kind of funny. It's just his personality. So yeah, he said I might get nailed to the whatever he said. You'll hear it in the video. And just said that, you know, people are going to think I'm a gardening witch because my tomatoes are unbelievable. My garden's unbelievable. And he cannot get over how much food that I have produced out of this garden, because he literally lives right there and he can see everything I'm doing. But it was funny, though. He thought I was talking to my plants. Let's see. If you have enough of them, you have enough. Yep. I'm anybody that needs tomatoes. I mean, I took pictures of the haul, sent it to all three of my kids. Not one's been over. Indiana Backyard Gardener. My peas were crap this year. Says Hitch a Chick. I cannot get my peas to grow. I need snap peas. I have them. I'm in Western Central PA. Oh, I'm in PA too. Everybody's talking peas. Definitely true. Girl, this volunteer squash I have in the compost, it's beautiful. I would love if you can save some of those seeds and send me some. That would be awesome. I had fresh green beans for dinner tonight. If you have enough. Okay, I read that one. Get rid of them. I'm just not one to be wasteful. Indiana Backyard Gardener, and I've been offering, you know, and I give things to my neighbors and things like that. So I'm just a little bit of, I guess maybe a tomato burnout. Do fried green tomatoes, green tomato salsa. I didn't care for the tomato salsa, the green one, because it wasn't the birthday. I guess that's how you say it. Love a fried green tomato. There's a few that came right off. I mean, they're big. Like either the Kellogg's breakfast or they're the big rainbow, totally green. And I left them ripen up. Then get rid of the plants. Yep. Farm and Havoc says, good for you. I like green tomato salsa on the shelf. I'm getting ready to make regular red salsa. I think I bought that one. I did. Hedgehog Homestead. Indiana Gardener said, what? Laugh out loud, that funny. That's a little weird. All right, what did I miss? I called my wife a green witch for the same reason. Oh, calling me the witch. Yeah. I'm considered the gardening witch that can produce so much food out of a beautiful garden. Pretty much that's what he was saying. Hi, Courtney. How are you? Wide Family Farm, if you all didn't know. You know, because it was kind of like last minute. That's the other thing, too. I'm all over the place here, folks. Courtney reached out to me, and I was on her show on Wednesday night talking about spraying or not spraying, and then just garden talk. So if you want to go back and watch that, I'm sure she has it over on her channel. And that was fun. Glad to help out Court. Love her. She says, hello. Indiana Backyard Gardener still saying weird because he called me a witch. He did. You'll hear it. She's saying hello. Farm and Havoc, laugh out loud. Cosmic Cultivators with the peace sign in the heart. Wide Family Farm, hello. Cosmic Cultivators, hi, wide. Indiana Backyard Gardener, hello. Wide Family Farm, that was one huge carrot. Had to have been a pound. We had to stir frying fresh Chinese noodle beans and garden peas. Sounds delish. I'm starving. Been getting a lot of cherry tomatoes. Says Farm and Havoc. Well, that's good because I've been getting a lot too, and I've been freezing them. But I'm going to do a marinate it. So stay tuned for that video. I'm just behind on posting my videos. I really am. Yes, thumbs up. It was huge. Sorry, I have to go, Mel. Later, everyone. Bye, Down Under Fulla. Thank you for coming. Nice court. It says Hedgehog's Homestead. Hey, sweets. I don't think my noodle beans germinated today. I found one bean. They're crazy. Did anybody else grow them? It's like 1 minute, they're about this big, and the next minute they're like the size of a snake. I think they're aesthetically pleasing. I've bit into it, whether it's small or larger, looking like a snake. We picked a bunch of beans last night. I've stated that earlier. A bunch. And thank God for the extra hands with Chris. And then my roommate helped us to snap them. So that's going to be the first pressure canning thing that gets done in the pressure canner. Needless to say, I think they're just interesting. Very, very interesting. I'm so sick of cucumbers, and the tomatoes are starting to come on. Oh boy. Oh, get ready for the tomatoes. Mine just aren't stopping. But then again, I have 135 tomato plants. And then the side of that way is the fall garden of tomatoes and peppers. So I have peppers growing. I have so many like hot peppers. I just have a lot to do. Tastes like a green bean. Yeah, it does. I thought the bean on the inside was actually sweeter, though. I did save some seeds from it. I just have to figure out what's the perfect length. And this is my first year growing them, so it's been different. I was like, what is this? Forgot I planted them, but just one bean so far. I'm just trying to decide if I should leave my bush beans alone. I mean, waste more seeds, or leave them alone. Just harvest them. And yeah. I don't know if I'll get more. I've been getting so many beans. So many beans. But this batch is like a big, long, with the sides, tray full of beans. And I think this batch I'm going to pressure can. It tastes like a green bean. I read that. I was like, okay, I read that. Next year, we will do a tomato garden. Whew. Well, the sustainable seed bags, I think, is really the way to go. The homesteader tomato. There is so many. There's just so many tomatoes. I'm just going to keep it real with you. I think maybe I wouldn't be so sounding bummed out. I guess that's what it is. It's just that the way that the storms got them, it makes it so uncomfortable. I'm flexible. I'm not that flexible, people. And you get filthy, crummy, dirty trying to crawl in there. You don't want to miss any. And it takes like 2 or 3 hours to harvest them all. So that, I think, is the whole problem right there. But could be worse. The storm could have just destroyed them all. And I'm just very fortunate to get tomatoes. I do understand that. It's just overwhelming. I think Chip asked me, can you space the things out in your garden so it all comes in at different times? I'm like, no, honey. When you plant a garden, it all comes in all at once, and that's just the name of the game. So let's see. If you have enough beans, let them dry out and collect seeds. Definitely did that. Hedgehog's Homestead said, well, dilly beans out of them, I think. I did dilly beans last year because the only way you could water bath the green beans was to make dilly beans. They were okay. That was just my opinion. Courtney, wifey, wanted me to tell you we are growing a bean that looks just like the Chinese noodle bean, except it's green instead of purple. I have one that's all green. I don't even know what that means, and it's long. I blanched and froze them with the beans. I did a lot of blanching and freezing. Definitely did that. Indiana Backyard Gardener. We are totally doing that already. Pretty excited to have as many dragon tongue beans as we want next year. I don't have that seed. It's like, I mean, I love beans. That's like definitely one I've been hearing a lot about. I've never had it, so I don't even know how it tastes and if it's really prolific or not. Cosmic cultivators, they come in 2 different colors, red and green. Nice. Pathway Homestead. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Sunday. Too many plants. Don't overwhelm yourself next year. Well, we know why I ended up with all those tomatoes. I mean, let's keep it real. It was to all the subscribers. You know, can you plant them as a seedling? Let us know how they go. Phenomenal choice of tomatoes. Phenomenal in that bug out seed bag and the self-sustainable seed bag. But just a lot on a brand new garden, brand new place when I'm not unpacked. I think I could handle that mass, but I would want the tomatoes to be in the back next year, those 2 beds, where the eggplant is and where the squash is, because of the factor it takes away from the garden, to be honest with you, because they're so big. But hello again, Pathways Homestead. To me, okay. Dragon tongue beans are so good, fresh on salad. Oh, I would love to try them. I'll have to try to find some seeds. I have yellow squash coming out of my ears. I've even started dehydrating into veggie chips. Yep, I have that going on too. Stay tuned for that video. So you know the monstrous zucchinis I was getting? I finally decided to rip the plant out. Let me tell you about the plant. Was gigantic. 1 plant turned into 4 plants, and it was just huge. I should have recorded me dragging it away. Unbelievable. No wonder why. And the reason why I ripped it out is because I planted all new for fall. I have lots of zucchini plants back there that I planted. I still have my potatoes. I did a small little experiment, 2x4. I did it on purpose, and I got like 15 pounds of potatoes. This time I kind of put them in a row in a bigger area and kept saying hold them, but I hilled them. And I'm just trying to see which way is going to work out better for me with the potatoes, because I like just dropping them in a hole. So these are starting to look, you know, like they'll be ready to pick soon. I have my sweet potatoes. They were looking pretty bad until someone recommended to feed them. And their leaves were probably yellow because they were getting burnt here. So they're looking so much better. And they don't get picked till October. And I did them in like a 25-gallon pot, I think it is. Tomato plant, okay. Wide Family Farm. They were called asparagus beans, but once we saw yours, we realized they were the same, just named differently. That's cool. Yes, I don't know why they do that. I just freeze my tomatoes and the skins come off. Hedgehog, honestly, I've started off like that. I have bags downstairs, upstairs. I have no room to freeze anymore, so that's that. But I didn't pick a tomato for 2 days. I mean, 2 days. My roommate keeps pointing out, like, hey, Melzy, calls me Melzy, I see red tomatoes over there. I'm like, I know, I just need a break. It's like, Mel, you have red tomatoes over there. I know, I just wanted to take a day off from picking tomatoes. I'll get them tomorrow. So he keeps pointing out to me every red tomato that he sees, and I'm like, oh. So yeah, I ran out of room to freeze them. They're yummy, a big leg. Oh, I must get some. Melody, if we end up with any abundance of dragon tongue seeds, we will definitely send some your way. They are the pole bean. Oh, I love them. And they have been the most prolific of any bean we've had. That's awesome. Absolutely, if you can keep me in mind. I don't give space to potatoes. They're cheap. Hedgehog says funny. Well, I mean, I had that area back there, you know, that was like this, and I took the brick out and just made that area with some zinnias, and it just has potatoes in it. I just think it's fun. But I also read this thing where if you should not plant your squash zucchini in the same place the next year, so that might be a bummer. I don't know. Maybe where my sunflowers are, I'll expand that, and whatever. But I've never had that problem, planting my zucchini in the same spot. Says it lays its larvae in the ground. I dig the whole thing up, make sure I get all the roots out. So I have some growing back there right now for fall. My tomatoes were crap also, but in full disclosure, I think I may have had a big part in that. I had a complete brain fart on my garden. this year. God, things started too late. It happens. Hit your check. It really does happen. My white half runner beans have been very prolific, but my scarlet runner beans, they have been so prolific. I have the scarlet runner bean. I didn't do that because the Chinese red noodle beans took over the whole trellis. They're going crazy. I mean, I think I'm going to be harvesting again because see, this year I'm getting to pick the rattlesnake pole beans at a good, decent time. So, yeah, a good bit out there. I mean, that bed has been full with beans. And I just keep picking and picking and picking and picking. So, I'm not complaining. So, yeah. So, I'm going to do, and, you know, if you do beans in a bed, it's very good for a nitrogen fixer. So, I mean, if it wasn't up front, I would have definitely planted tomatoes in that. But I don't want tomatoes up front. I think the 2 beds in the back will be tomatoes. I'm going to etch it out and figure all that out. The jack-o'-lantern pumpkin that was supposed to die is taking over. Let's go with that. You'll see that. And then I have, finally, not that I eat them, I have cantaloupes that are coming in. I have a huge watermelon, and literally the whole knocking thing, I can't figure it out. It's from the Self-Sustainable Seed Company. It's all black. Has no striped lines. It's hanging on the fence, so you don't have that color just on the bottom where if it's yellow or white. So it would be so disappointing to pick it, and it's meant to grow heavy in a small area. And then the icebox ones, they're all coming in. It's very prolific back there. So yeah, lots of watermelon coming up too. My white half runner bean. Okay, I read that one. Just don't do as many tomatoes next year. That's all. Pick a top 5. I can't pick 5, girl. If I had to name 5 right now, it would be my Abe Lincolns, my big rainbow tomatoes, would be my Dr. Winchies, would be my Arkansas Travelers, and it would leave me, obviously, my Kellogg's Breakfast, and I have, you know, my Mr. Stripey that I like, my San Marzanos, just can't. Maybe 10, 15, but, you know, this was just a lot, and that's because I just tried to, you know, keep my word with my subscribers and give a full review after the season's over. But if you look at it from this perspective, even with the storms, even planting them very close, I honestly got no diseases. I have a little bit of blight from the broken leaves or whatever on the bottom, but I planted a lot of tomatoes in those, 1, 2, 3 beds, and very prolific. I was very scared I was going to get hornworms. Nope. No diseases, none of that. So I don't know. There's something behind that science there. And those sustainable seed, that I did a review on have been really, really producing. So I don't know. I think that I'm going to purchase them. I was going to do my garden review. What would I do different? What am I going to do different? What did I like? What didn't I like? So you have to stay tuned for that. And I'm dehydrating herbs. That was literally from, I think, 2 weeks ago, guys. Just bear with me, where, you know, we were going to get another storm. And it was so hot. I came in and I was dehydrating some herbs. And I decided to bring you along and show you how I dehydrate them on not an Excalibur, and how I do my jars. They're these type of jars. I did them 10, 20 years ago and turned them into spice jars, and how I will change out the tags and make sure it's all filled up. And then whatever I had that's back up goes in a baggie labeled like mint 2021. So yeah, I have that video as well. I did 12. They did not do well. I have ordered seeds from them in the past. From where? Let me see. Yeah, I don't know where you ordered your seeds. I don't see that. I think my kohlrabi and parsnips are from them. Hedgehogs, said that's good. From where? Indiana Backyard Gardener. Where did you order your seeds from? I get mine from and my gardener. I only had a problem with a seed package. It was supposed to be like 1,000 or 3,000 seeds, and I opened it up in front of Jimmy. I'm like, that was 10 seeds. You know. Plus, it was just crazy. A lot of heat and a lot of bad storms here. A lot of rain. Indiana Backyard Gardener. I have no idea how many tomatoes I grow. I was so sick this spring. I lost track of what I planted and where. Sustainable. Yeah, okay. No, I did the bug out seed back. And go back and look at that. I would highly recommend it. Every one of those seeds, which, you know, you're getting a little insight now, but I plan on doing a video on it. But the seeds are prolific. Let's put it that way. The video will discuss what plants did I buy, what all did I grow by seed, which is like 97% was all by seed. If it was something different, like that Easy Pick Gold Rush Zucchini, I bought that. The white eggplant, I bought that. Let me think. I think that's about it. So yeah, I'll do that video as well, but you're going to be getting some uploads of some older videos. Sorry, I got to unload them. I don't know. Is it weird to post my video that I forgot of when I saw my very first tomato? It's just funny. So I have that. I have the herbs. After a pepper haul, I planted more celery, not celery, parsley, and just how I do it with my herb cabinet. I need to drag my food processor out and shred these zucchini. I hear you. I totally hear you. But yeah, so got away from the homestead yesterday, and Chris chopped off the next phone. Hopefully this one doesn't cut off videos. Never did before. I don't know, the heat. I think it's bad software, but this phone seems to be okay so far. It didn't cut off on my bread and butter pickles. I'm really sorry, guys. I didn't bring you along for the tomato, the pizza sauce. So if you want to see that, let me know. I'll show you when I go and do a couple more jars to have an even amount. But my battery died. So I brought you back to see the actual product. I'm drinking some water. I need to drag, yep, I read that one. Gotta go, fun time, dinner. Dinner calls, lucky, hedgehogs, I'm starving. I don't use it often. I have to lean this forward, unless I have enough worth cleaning it. Oh yeah, that's true. Well, I have like, what is it? Cuisinart? I have an old one, and I use that for shredding my cabbages and stuff like that. Part of mine is here, my new one, which is, well, not that new. It's the professional. I use all Ninja and KitchenAid and stuff like that. But I don't have the blender part on there, and I have to figure out the blade that shreds. So instead of me fiddling with that, I'd rather just go see if my old one is here. What I mean by old is my ex-husband bought it for me as a Christmas gift off my own credit card. Isn't that exciting? So yeah, how sweet of him. And then I ended up paying for it. But yeah, so lots going on. There'll be some older videos. There'll be newer videos. Obviously, I'm just incorporating food back onto the channel. Good night, Hedgehog. Love you to pieces. I want to try this. And I wanted to wear this in case at home with Tom and Rhonda came in. They sent me this, 2 shirts, a mug, and like a thing. I showed it earlier. But stay tuned. I have that mail call video. 2 shirts. How nice of them. I love them though. And I just saw an email before I went live saying it was delivered on Friday, but I got it on Saturday. And then I got Garden State Joe's shirt, which I'll show you. Sticker. And then, you know, I was live, so I just said, oh, the shirt's fine. This says, Save Our Planet, Keep It Green with Snoopy on it. So I got that. That's a large. And then he also put in here, how nice of him. He put in here some Tomato King of Giants, which the origin is from Ukraine. So very happy to have that. Thank you so much, Joe. And then I'll show you very quickly. Tom and Rhonda, thank you. That blew my mind. He loved me. They loved me. Wanted to send me a shirt. This fits great, and it's so soft. It really is. And they sent not one shirt, but they sent 2 shirts. An At Home with Tom and Rhonda mug with the YouTube on the back. And I love this. I think it's a coaster, but I don't want to ruin it. At Home with Tom and Rhonda. That's all engraved. Look how nice that is. I love Tom and Rhonda. They are Jared Crocker's neighbors. I've been watching them since they got started. And that was so nice. He was in last Sunday's live, which I loved. That was like super awesome. So Tom and Rhonda, if you see this, I got it on Saturday. I think they got a notification on Friday saying I got it, but I didn't. I got it on Saturday. Absolutely love you. That was very, very nice. You didn't have to give me 2, but I'll take it. Let's see. Laugh Out Loud. Good Hedgehog's Homestead. Love this shirt. I do too. You know, like certain shirts are stiff. I'm not kidding. Look at this. Like, it's like real soft and smells amazing. And it's just good quality shirt. So, great job. Let me push this back up. Great job. At Home with Tom and Rhonda. That is amazing. But I did do that video as well. So, stay tuned for that. And did I do Joe's? I have to do Joe's. Yeah, so everything that has to do with like making a video, I have so many videos on my phone. So yeah, I'm really grateful to get shirts, the coffee mug. I got a really cute mug yesterday, which Chris said, do you like this? And I was like, oh, the Golden Girls, you know, the show, The Golden Girls. And I was like, yeah, I watched all those reruns with my daughter. And I didn't notice, last night I really wanted a cup of tea. I've been cold. How weird is that? Temperature dropped today. And I was cold outside. I was cold inside. I said to my roommate, I hope I'm not getting sick from just being overly worked or whatever. But when I got home and later last night I made a cup of tea. And what does it say? Oh, I'll have to show you it. Something about Stay Golden Girl, and the inside of the mug's all yellow and it has a sunflower on the outside. Super cute, really comfortable mug, and I made an amazing cup of tea last night. Nighttime temps have been 50s, not 50s here. It's been like 60s, 70s. Wonderful gifts. I know, right? Last couple of days, like 57 or so. Yeah, I'm doing a video. Well, I did the video. For Shed Wars, I think it is, on if you have falling leaves off of your pepper plants, what does it mean? You know, so that video is coming out for Shed Wars. So I have just a lot of videos. I've been working on producing videos out there, working on the garden and 110-degree temps, and everything's coming in all at once. It's a little overwhelming. Now I'm hot. And now I'm trying to save the bounty. So, yeah. I'm dying to try this. Let me see something here. 9/2/21. These are going to be like, why did you buy that? I wanted this. Grandmom Honers. Non-GMO verified. Because, you know, I didn't get any blackberries, but I picked up this organic blackberry preserves reduced sugar right there. And I'm so dying to try it. It's supposed to be the seedless kind. I have a bunch that I still need to edit. Hot during the day, last couple of days. Be right back. Yeah, so I mean, I've been sweating my kahunas off out there in the garden during these heat waves. You know, I'm here. It's like I get some things cleaned up and then something else. Now that goes. I usually base things off of the weather. If it rains, then I'm getting chores done. But I have so many tomatoes. I can't even. I have so many tomatoes. So I got a bunch together today. Like that's it. Washed them off and chop, chop, chop in the pot. And I have another stainless steel pot. I'm just going to chop, 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 put them in the pot. And, but I want to make sure at least, you know, I don't go hog crazy because I want to do some salsa. So, 63 degrees, Seabrook, New Hampshire. Yeah, it's it's like the high 60s, at night. This only started where it got cool last night, and it was cold today and cold tonight. The whole week, including Saturday, was hot. Friday was Friday was brutal. You couldn't even, 3 showers, and you walk out and you're like dripping, and I never used to sweat. Finally, I just quit. I'm like, that's it. I'm going to lay in a chair with a lemon bikini on with the hose and chill out. And I did do that for a bit. Just for a bit, because I had a busy weekend. 63 degrees. Yeah, so the temperatures are changing. So, I love you all. I wanted to just show you some of the goodies that I got. You know, not all of it. I don't have it all out. Starving. I really am so hungry. And for me to say I'm hungry, I have to eat. I did make myself a chicken cutlet. But, yeah. It's been resting in the microwave. 62 degrees is nice. Yeah. I've just been cold. And so I'm going to keep an eye on that. But yeah, so I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you had a fantastic week last week since I left you on Sunday. I am gosh darn tired from canning all day and being on my feet. I'm going to cut the live a little bit shorter this time. Because I want to go eat. Can you see that? Hemp all over body oil. Yeah, that was funny because I had to ask my friend if something bad was going to happen to me. He's like, no. So I want to eat and I want to kind of relax a bit, get some water in me because, yeah, I'm not trying to get sick. Good night, Melanie and everyone. Oh, Garden State Gardener, as I was saying, like, I'm starving. I'm beat. I've been like, you know, preserving all day and running around like a nut. I received your box. Tom and Rhonda's came on Saturday. Your came on Friday. Thank you so much for the shirt. I'm still going to do a video. But on live, I'll do a shout out. Thank you for the shirt. I love it. It's great. I got the sticker. I was just showing everybody it. I got my Garden State Gardener sticker. And this is interesting. You send me seeds. Tomato King of Giants. Origin, Ukraine. So yeah, growing information. That is awesome. I'm definitely going to try to grow these for next season. So thank you so much, Joe. I wasn't even, well, I was there, but not really there. I was live. And I appreciate the win. I won it off the channel, so stay tuned for that video. And, yeah, I was trying to show everybody, Joe. I'll show you real quick. I'm just going to, ouch, these little white ones keep pricking me. Oswald Eggplant. Tell me that does not look like Wilson. Good night, Pathways Homestead. So we were in here in the beginning guessing weights on eggplants. So that video is coming out. Stay tuned and comment for that. I'll have to do a separate weight one. And then I made some bread and butter pickles today. I did pizza sauce and all those jars of jams and some spears, which is just still a little warm. So yeah, busy bee. And I'm starving. Awesome. Wow, laugh out loud. Huge. Yum. Garden State Gardener. I guess have to watch your replies. Sorry, wasn't there. Yeah, I hope your live went well tonight. Laugh out loud along with the 99 other tomatoes. Good night, Pathway Homestead. Thank you for coming. Going to watch the replay. So sorry so late. It's okay. Normally, good night, Melody and everyone. Normally I would stay on, but can you hear I'm so tired? I'm so tired, and if I don't hop off and force myself to eat, which I have a chicken cutlet waiting for me, then I'll just go to sleep because I'm just too tired to even show. So I love you all. Stay tuned for the big harvest of eggplants. Okay, that bounty. I'm going to be picking out the cabbage, and I want to try to, Indiana Backyard Gardener, if you got a good recipe for fermenting some cabbage, or anyone, leave it in the comments below. And yeah, just lots going on. Stay tuned to some harvesting videos this week. And sorry, this time it wasn't really the phone's fault, it was my fault, but I showed how I'm doing the pickles for the first time, and then I had to turn it back on because my battery died, to show the actual product. So stay tuned for that as well. Backyard says go eat. She's great like that. She'll text me and be like, friendly reminder, did you eat today? She's a doll. I love her. Good night, everyone. So awesome, says Joe. Hit the thumbs up on the way out. Vineyard Chicks did a video of fermenting cabbage. Great. I'm going to go over. They were in earlier. My stickers came. They were wet from these terrible storms. They're like, oh, we'll send you a shirt. So they're just so sweet. So great big shout out to Garden State Gardener for the shirt, the seeds, the sticker. And then thank you to At Home with Tom and Rhonda for 2 shirts, the mug, and the engraved. Just stay tuned for the video. But Tom and Rhonda, if you see this, because I know you were in last Sunday's live, I got it on Saturday. Not on Friday. I got Joe's on Friday. Stay tuned for the shout out videos, my friends. But this was awesome. Super soft, super comfortable. I just absolutely love it. That was way too kind, and I love you all too. So if anybody's watching this back after the fact, go subscribe to At Home with Tom and Rhonda at Garden State Gardener. I went on his channel. And just stay tuned for all the food videos and all the harvests. And yeah, somebody figure out what this is for me, because I bought it. And is it really to keep my potatoes in it? Because you know what I thought it was? I thought it was like a cutesy little thing to keep like my scraps for my garden. But I guess not. So stay tuned, my friends. Good night, Mel. Go eat. I am going. Love you all. Like I said, I'm just tired. I've been on the go all weekend, and we're going to end it a little bit shorter. So yeah, could you imagine if I could fill up a jar? You ready? Ooh. A jar this big of fermented cabbage. That would be awesome. But this is probably a little bit more like it. Right there. So yeah. Busy. So, I'm trying to put it back. Love y'all. I hope that you have a blessed, Sunday. I hope that you have a blessed week. And stay tuned for lots more videos. I love y'all, and I will see you on the next one. Bye, Cosmic Cultivators. Everyone that came in, I love you. Look, Spice Barbecue Rub. How cool is that? Got myself some goodies for the house. So that made me feel better. Love yous all. I'm going to go eat. And I will see you throughout the week. So I guess I'm going to hold this up to end it. Bye, everyone. Stay blessed. Stay safe. Have a great week. I got to stop touching these. These were just done. And I got to still wash them. But love y'all. There's my pickles. First time I did my pickles. All right. Have a great week. And yeah, I will see you throughout the week with videos, and I will see you on next Sunday's live. Not maybe feeling so tired, but love yous all. I'm processing a lot of tomatoes. What can I tell you? I'm just beat tired, and I keep looking at food, and I'm like, I'm so hungry. Good night, everyone. Don't forget, thumbs up on the way out. Good night, Chris. I'll buzz you. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Indiana Backyard Gardener. Thank you to At Home with Tom and Rhonda. You all know I love yous. Gotta go, or it's hard to say goodbye. I'm going to go eat, so I'll see you later. Bye-bye.